There's a dude in an
ready
ATV going down the street.
to rumble?
That dude's ready to rumble.
Redneck.
You're a racist. That's what I am.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Weighty Topics, where beard hair is microphone stands.
Facts.
So, Simeon, we're doing leg day today, right?
Worst day of the week. Let's get her done.
All right, what are we doing for tonight?
Right. We got we're gonna do pistol squats, hammy curls.
You missed the entire first set.
I was switching it up.
Oh wow! Okay.
I was hoping the viewers would notice we're doing the exact same day.
It's
No,
been
but
weeks.
for real, we're doing barbell squats, weighted calf raises.
Yep.
We're actually gonna do it weighted this time.
Oh, you're actually going to do it
Yeah,
weighted
facts.
this time.
Lunges, pistol squats, hammy curls, pelican step ups, Bulgarian squats, box jumps, and calf raises. Oh yeah. In today's topic, speaking of, is yet another question. Was there ever a time where you felt your life was in danger? Or there was ever a time you got the little sense, little hair standing up in the back of your neck, you're like, this is not good. You ever get that feeling? I know I've gotten that feeling.
Yeah, I imagine I must have, but the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to life endangering situations is, yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
When I was driving home.
That's my seat.
No, this is our workout.
No workout yet.
Yeah, but we're gonna work out. Don't worry about it.
I need my seat.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You lift while I'll talk, or I'll lift and then we'll talk.
I thought we were talking and then lifting.
No, we always lift and talk.
We're lifting while talking, then talking, or are we talking while lifting, then lifting?
We're talking while lifting, then talking. That's
Okay.
what happens.
Sorry. All right. Cool. That's fine. Whatever. All right. No, but for real.
Yesterday when I was driving.
What'd you do?
We were driving, and I was just coming up next to a truck. Like, the back of the truck was probably even with...
Like a semi?
Yeah, the back of the trailer part of the truck was probably even with, like, the door.
Okay.
Like, seam on my truck. And he starts to pull over.
Oh. Like towards you?
Towards me, of course. Obviously, you never... The semis never pull the other direction.
Sometimes they do like that little...
Yeah,
weeble wobble.
He was moving over, and I wasn't in his blind spot yet. He just wasn't paying attention.
Right.
Yeah. Thankfully, he saw us because my brakes decided that then was the perfect time to like start to give.
Oh wait.
So were
you driving your truck or your?
I was driving my truck.
Okay.
And I knew my brakes were coming up on need to be replaced. But I went from the squeakers to straight up metal on metal because I slammed on the brakes that time. So
nice.
Yeah.
Did you get them changed yet?
No, I'll probably do that on Sunday.
Gotcha. So you're just going down Franklin Mountain.
We're done in Franklin, so
good. Because I'll take your brakes right out, dude.
No, what you do is you put it in third.
Oh yeah.
Engine brake the whole way down, and unless someone's going real slow in front of you, that's the perfect speed.
Yeah, when it's a truck, it's a little easier. Cars are.
Yeah.
You can still put them in low in cars, but still.
That's the first thing that comes to mind. There's obviously other times, but this one's fresh and recent. No, I was pretty sure he was just gonna hit me because there was no way I was. He hit, and that end of that trailer swung pretty close to my hood, and it didn't make it in front of me. Like it.
Did he see you?
He saw me and started pulling back out of my lane. but it was gonna clip my bumper at the very least.
That wouldn't have been good.
Nope.
Send you into the old tailspin
At 80 some odd miles an hour.
Boy, how fast you going?
80 some odd miles an hour.
Where are you going that fast, dude?
I was booking it. I was pushing it. We made it in record time, but I'm not gonna say what it is.
What's the record time? We can cut it out. I just want to know.
Including stops.
You know, it's like a 14-hour trip, right?
It's the Google says 11 and a half.
Said what?
Google said 11 and a half.
Sounds like Google was wrong. All right.
And I added stops to it.
You and Megan were just like, yeah, we're going to get there. No worries.
Well, we didn't want to tell people, but I was pushing it. I was gonna. Yeah. So.
Ooh,
This feels heavy tonight.
that's what I'm saying.
What about you?
So, I've had a couple of experiences with like people where I've just been like really uncomfortable and couldn't really tell you why, but I was just like got a bad vibe, you know. So there's one time me and Wyatt were just riding bikes, and whatever bike Wyatt was riding, it always slipped its chain like fairly often. So we were just like 400 feet from the house. Slipped his chain. I'm like, all right, cool. We'll stop, get this back on, get going. But we're pulled over, and then some dude kind of rolls up slow on us, like rolls down his window. He's like, "Hey guys, you need a ride somewhere?"
How old are you?
At this point, I was like 12, 13.
Oh, so you're a big boy.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is a little weird. And the hair on my neck stood up. I was like, I don't know. He's like, you guys sure? Like, no problem. Give you a ride. I was like, dude, we got all good. He's like, okay. He drives off. And look, if he was driving a Lexus, I would probably have been more inclined to take the ride. But dude was driving like a rusted out minivan. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like Dodge Caravan style, but like the one from 2003.
Yeah.
So I was like, no. Didn't take that one, but Wyatt was like, what was wrong? I was like, dude, trust me, it was just bad juju. Trust me. We don't do no bad juju.
Bad juju.
And there have been lunges. So Eli tells me that he has the juju when it comes to detecting the cops. I don't know if I believe it. Like, he's like, sometimes I can see the he's like, I'm going fast. I'm going like way above the speed limit. And he's like, I get a feeling, and I slow down, and a cop comes right around the corner. I'm like, how consistent is that? He's like, pretty consistent. It's happened 2 or 3 times. I'm like, okay.
Oh no, I could see it.
I could see that happening, but I couldn't justify the juju. You know what I mean?
I could justify the juju.
You think so?
Yeah.
How do you feel about like energies in the universe?
Like feel like it's a load of baloney, mostly.
I don't know.
It depends on what you're talking about. Energies in the universe.
Well, people are like, matter and energy go hand in hand.
Right. Obviously, there's
everything vibrates at a certain frequency, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's like that, where there's energy all around us because it's moving, and if you can feel the energy, you can feel how it moves, you can be connected with it somehow. I think that's the presiding theory.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Because, like, yeah, every, like, element vibrates at its own thing, and you get a whole bunch of elements together, and then it'll vibrate at its own frequency because of, like, the combined energy and stuff like that. But it's, like, it's not going to be noticeable to human beings.
Okay, then how do you justify the juju?
It's more likely it's like a sixth sense. How like people refer to sixth sense, which, by the way, average scientists probably think somewhere around 19 senses, not just 5.
How? Let's get into that later. What do you mean by like okay, sixth sense still doesn't explain
right?
anything.
No, what I'm saying is, most of the time when people attribute stuff to sixth sense, I think it's their brain subconsciously picking up on patterns that they don't consciously realize is there,
Yeah.
and then like deciphering what's coming next a little bit.
Yeah.
Or like knowing what's happening subconsciously but not quite picking it up consciously, because the human brain's made to decipher patterns.
Right.
All it does all day is just notice and record patterns.
So you think seeing patterns in the trees is going to make you sense a cop? Like,
no.
What kind of pattern recognition senses cops?
Perhaps the way people are driving.
He said there's like no one on the road. It's just him. And they're coming from the other direction. Like,
maybe less justified juju at that point then.
Okay.
However, I do think if like he was talking about cops like hiding.
Yeah.
Like he'd come around the corner and be like, "Oh, there's a cop hiding over there." That'd be a different thing. I could see that.
Well, you can. There are spots where cops are likely to hide.
Yeah, exactly.
Could see that. He also has an interesting thing. I think I've told you this, but he says his grandmother's Christian, but sees a fortune teller occasionally. And that the fortune teller is crazy accurate. Now, I believe that, but
yeah,
I don't. I very much struggle with the concept of being Christian and seeing soothsayers, mediums, fortune tellers, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Tarot cards. And I was wondering if you could give me, I feel like you feel the same way.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could give me some basis for why you feel how you feel.
Well,
from a biblical standpoint.
Yeah, well, just when it comes down to it, we're supposed to discern good and evil, right? And when it comes down to the spiritual plane, you want to say, there's really two classifications: those with God and those against God.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
And in the Bible, you do not see any notable, I'd say, reason to believe that good spirits are the ones doing that, the ones that you want to be with. And then the Bible makes it pretty explicitly clear that it's bad spirits and that you're not supposed to be associating with them anyway.
Hypothetically, could a good spirit be fortune telling?
I do not see any reason, I don't see any reason why not, but I also don't see any evidence to say that it would be likely.
Okay. How would you know, though?
How would you know?
What's your evidence?
Like,
you can't just say it's not because it's not.
Well, I don't have any. You can't prove a negative very well.
Prove the positive.
All I can say is all evidence, and I've never seen any of it, but I do believe the Bible is true. And so all evidence from the Bible points that whenever there's been a fortune teller, it's been a bad spirit. And so while enough cases to one side don't make the other side necessarily completely wrong, but they do point towards an unlikelihood.
Okay. I can see that being realistic. I struggle with the whole tarot card thing.
That's just baloney, I think, to a certain extent. Unless you
I think it's much like I don't know, a Ouija board or anything else. It's one of those things where it's in and of itself, it's nothing. It's chance. It's meaningless. But if you open it to spiritual influence,
then the powers that be have a way into your life.
yeah, it's a freebie.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they take it?
And the thing is, I've heard stories of when they do take it, and
Yeah. That scares me, dude.
It's not pretty. So, saw some friends over the weekend.
So buttons. How'd that go? I meant to ask you.
It went good.
How
But,
did it go?
I heard some feedback about the podcast.
What did they say?
Wish I could say all good things. Wish I could say all good things.
But what things were good? Give us like two goods and two bads.
Two goods was...
Let's go alternate. Bad, good, bad, good. We'll end on a good note.
Tripp said it was great because he likes hearing me be an idiot.
Nice.
Yep.
That's good.
It's my good old roommate from college.
Gotta love Tripp. Tripp's the man, dude.
He is.
I'm saying. What are the bad things, though?
Someone else, she shall remain nameless, but she might listen to this podcast, so she'll know who she is at this point. But she might not, because she apparently wasn't a big fan. Said that we're just two more white guys.
Was she black?
No.
She white?
Yes.
So she likes Starbucks, is what you're telling me.
I think she does.
Yep.
I mean, all white girls do.
Well, hear me out on this. Yes. But the ones that love Starbucks and hate white men especially love Starbucks.
And she's not that type.
Trust me. Just trust.
I'm trusting you, but I think you're misreading the signs.
Does she like Dunkin' more than Starbucks?
Probably, honestly.
All right, she's approved. Look, the thing is that Starbucks is like, it's all right, but I feel like the vibe is different than a Dunkin'.
They have trash coffee.
I want to walk into a Dunkin' in New England and get insulted when I get my coffee. I don't want someone to ask me what wacky vegan name I spell when I order a cup of Jive almond jalapeno lattes and,
with double pump
of soy milk and almond butter.
Soy breast milk and almond nutter.
Milked from a pure kangaroo koala hybrid from the banks of Tasmania.
Yep, that they brought over in a purely ethical manner from Scandinavia or something.
Facts.
Yep,
it's just gay. I want to be insulted with my coffee. All right.
Well, at the very least, I want to walk into a coffee shop and drink coffee.
Facts.
I don't want this. No, I don't want none of this like
fake coffee. It's not even coffee. It's just a hot beverage stand.
Yeah. And all of it has stupid names, and you can't tell what any of it is.
Like, okay, all right. Let's talk about Starbucks.
You have to memorize the menu to know what you want.
Do you know what the largest cup of coffee at Starbucks is?
It's actually a Trente.
What is that?
It's 30 ounces. But it's not on the menu. You have to ask for it special.
What on the menu was the largest?
Venti.
Which means what?
20.
20. All right. What's the medium?
The medium is tall.
Right, because that makes sense. Now, what's the small?
Grande.
Which means what in Spanish?
Large.
Retards. All around. Okay.
Like the Venti and the Trente are the only ones that make sense because it's 20 and 30 ounces respectively.
But why would you call it a tall?
A medium. Yeah, that's so
just
dumb.
Go small, medium, large, extra large.
If you want to make it fancy,
make it
some other language or something.
But don't make them all different languages that mean different things and expect people to understand your menu. It's just stupid.
And then also,
Starbucks comes like right after Chihuahuas for rage.
If you talk to a real barista, none of the drinks from Starbucks are actually what they call them.
Weird.
Like, if you get a macchiato or a cappuccino anywhere else, it's not that. That's not a real macchiato or cappuccino or whatever.
Really? So they change it up for you?
They switch it up and they it's like Americanizing it, but also just not because it's just capitalism.
Strange. You hear that?
Oh, I did.
That did not feel good.
I
can feel my fibers moving.
I hate fibers, dude. only on leg day. No, Starbucks.
No.
I drink my coffee black, right?
Like my soul. Yeah.
And so I've gone to Starbucks a couple different times, a couple different places. Never by myself, always with somebody else. And then I'm like, all right, I'll get.
You ever go with dudes? You ever go with other dudes?
No.
Yeah, I never get coffee with dudes. You know why? Because most dudes will get coffee when they feel like it. They don't go in groups.
Yeah.
I think that's the theory.
Yeah, and if we get coffee, it's not to get coffee; it's getting coffee, and then we're gonna go hang out.
We're doing something right.
Yeah.
Our hangout is not getting coffee.
Right. But no. So I've gotten like I think they call it Americano or whatever it is. They're just the regular coffee.
I've heard of that, I think.
They're just like their regular coffee.
Okay.
It's trash. It tastes.
That's what Auntie Michelle was telling me. She said it was horrible.
It's like it's probably a medium light roast.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds horrible.
A lot less flavor.
Okay.
It's. I mean, every single time I had it, it was burnt because nobody orders it, but also just because, come on, make a new pot every once in a while. It's the flavor of the coffee itself is mediocre at best, which is a fault of whatever blend they have. I don't know,
right?
It's just trash.
So why do people rave about it? Why is Starbucks white? I feel like it's a stigma or something, so they have to get it.
I feel like, and I know that
like they like it because they're told they have to like it.
People are gonna come after me after this take.
Okay,
but I truly do believe it. It's like I think it kind of is a little bit similar to a little bit of Taylor Swift, right?
Right.
Because like people's tastes are different, right? So if you want to listen to Taylor Swift, go ahead, listen to Taylor Swift. It's not a problem. I don't generally find her to be, especially in new stuff. I like quite a bit of her old stuff, actually.
I'm motivated to dislike Taylor Swift because of her fans.
Oh yeah, there's that 100%. And I'm motivated to hate Starbucks because of the people that go there.
Yes,
but like especially new Taylor Swift, I truly don't see why people rave about her the way they do.
Because they're loyal. That's the only explanation I can think of. Like, do they actually like it?
Right. Like,
are they just saying they like it?
Exactly. And if you do like it, that's fine. But I don't get how as many people as do rave about her the way they do.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And that's similar to the Starbucks for me as well.
Hit me up.
It's like if you like what's there, go ahead.
Right. Enjoy it.
But I don't get why as many people rave about Starbucks as do.
I don't get the hype. I've never been though, so maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental.
Their pink drink is okay-ish, but it's like getting like the whatever the fruit drinks are called from like Dunkin'. They're like okay,
never
but
had
like
them.
They're not good.
I feel like fruit drinks from a coffee place probably aren't the best.
Dunkin's really not a coffee place. They have coffee.
What do they do?
Like, they're originally donuts.
Right.
And so they even now I don't think they can be considered a coffee place. They're
a coffee place. Yeah. I would consider them a coffee place. They're Dunkin' Donuts. The whole point is that it's coffee and donuts. It's like the two trifecta.
Yeah, I guess so, but
but the dufecta, I don't know. Two things.
Like a coffee place for me is like a place that serves coffee and has like pastries or whatever to go along with it. Whereas Dunkin' to me seems like a donut place and they have coffee. You know, like both are sold there and both are probably sold almost evenly, you know, because everybody who wants coffee wants a pastry and everybody who wants a pastry wants coffee or whatever.
Sure.
But they were first and foremost kind of a
I'd be interested to look into the history.
That's true.
Yep.
I just make decisions.
Let me look it up.
What did Dunkin' Donuts always sold coffee?
Has Dunkin' Donuts always sold coffee?
They actually rebranded recently.
Saw that.
They're Dunkin' now, not Dunkin' Donuts.
Hang on. Sold coffee. The Dunkin' story began in 1948 with a small donut shop in Quincy, Massachusetts, called Open Kettle. Founder William Rosenberg served donuts for 5 cents and cups of coffee for 10 cents.
Okay, so they've always sold
So
coffee.
they've always sold both.
Right, but even
It opened as a donut shop that sold coffee.
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying.
But I
They
feel like
have-
from they've grown because they serve both and people go there for both.
Yeah,
Like, you don't always get a donut when you get coffee.
that's true.
I feel like a lot more people go to Dunkin' for the coffee than the donuts.
That's fair. I've never gone to Dunkin' Donuts specifically for donuts.
Donuts are pretty good.
I've gone to Dunkin' more times for bagels than I have for donuts.
They do breakfast sandwiches. Now, see, I would say they're not a breakfast joint,
They're not,
but they
serve
have some breakfast
Yeah.
food.
I mean, their breakfast is okay. I just get
Let me just step up.
cinnamon raisin bagel with butter. Goes with butter.
See, I'll go bagel, cream cheese. You gotta go cream cheese, dude. A good buttered bagel with some cream cheese is like the for me.
Not a huge cream cheese. I'm a bagel guy.
I need to see my teeth marks in it. I love cream cheese.
Cream cheese is great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a huge fan all the time. I'll do it certain times, but not. It's not like an all the time thing for me on my bagel.
Really?
Yeah.
If it's available, I want it. You know, I will go for just a bagel and cream cheese.
You're going like what about like flavored cream cheese?
Like
Like
lock?
a strawberry or something like that.
Nah, it's classic Philadelphia, man. That's
Okay,
the way to go.
good.
I feel like those take away from the flavor. You can put jam and cream cheese, but not a jam flavored cream cheese. That's just ew.
Yeah, the for some reason the most popular flavor is like a strawberry, and it's kind of gross.
Ew. I'm good. Those aren't pistols. I'm just.
Yeah, at
Gee.
this point it doesn't matter as long as it's hitting your legs. Because believe it or not, we haven't hit leg day in a couple weeks.
No way. Those are effective. I like that. Yeah. Looking good. Looking real spicy there, Papagino. Papa Geppetto. I'm a little boy. You watch Peabody and Sherman?
No, but Papa Geppetto is from Pinocchio.
I know, but they go back in time in Peabody and Sherman, and they meet Leonardo da Vinci, and he tried to make a child.
Oh,
Like
an animatronic type of thing.
yes.
Okay.
And it's like a thing, like a wooden head that kind of turns on wheels, and it kind of pops up and down occasionally.
Okay.
It's like, Papa. Keeps wheeling.
All right. You know.
It was creepy. It was pretty freaky.
Whatever floats your boat.
Old Disney's kind of freaky, dude.
Old Disney has some wild stuff in it.
Wild.
You noticed that they've been putting like content warnings and stuff on their Disney Plus
Really? For like
Yep.
the old stuff?
for the old stuff.
Huh. I know there's some lewd posters in the old Snow White. In the caves where the dwarves are, there's some lewd posters pinned up.
Nothing graphic, right?
No, nothing graphic, but it's like, you know,
Yeah, like
poster,
pinup art.
Yeah, pinup. Prison pinup, I think is what they call it.
That's not the craziest thing they've done. I mean, they made a whole character in Dumbo just called Jim Crow, and it was a very, very stereotypically black crow.
Yeah, man. What's Key and Peele. Solid. Okay. So I had a moment today. I was driving. I went to drop Macari off at the woods.
Uh-huh.
So, do you know where they live now?
No.
So, if you go down 11, hit
Right.
23, take a left down 23, and right down the street there where the pizza place is.
Uh huh.
So
You head off that way.
you head off and you take a right up 8, but not the 8 that goes towards Otigo. The 8 that goes the other way.
Towards like Utica.
Yeah, more towards Utica, but it pokes out in Otigo anyway. It's all
Okay.
Otigo in there, but it's the other 8.
Oh.
It's the same route. It's just that there's a split because the pizza place is here, and you come in because the road goes like this, right?
Uh huh.
And then you can keep going straight on 8. You take
Right.
the right that way.
Like the fork.
So you come in, the road forks, right?
Right.
And
in Westonia on there.
and
then you continue
pizza
straight.
place is here,
Right.
so you could go straight. That's 8. But if you take a right, that's also 8. There's all Route 8. So you take
okay.
that part up there, and they're like 3 miles up on the left.
Okay. Just doxing people now.
Oh no, now they know. But he'll load me up. But I dropped her off there, and the road is. I really like the road. It's like windy. It goes up and down a couple of hills, and it's just like you can see where you're going, but it's almost like down New Road where it's kind of like.
Yeah.
But it's just not quite as sharp on the corners, so it's nice. So I put on some music, I was blasting it, and I'm just driving along, kind of going straight down the curvy part because why bother? And that was probably the greatest time I've had in a little while. Jamming out, felt awesome.
Nice.
Just gunning it. Car started to break out just a little bit.
What's wrong with it now?
Nothing. You just embrace it or something, or you get scared a little bit till the next straightaway.
Break out. I thought you said break down.
No, break out. Like,
yeah.
And the road was bare. I was just taking corners pretty fast.
Right.
So,
you want to?
Yeah. I'll give you the beans, Doug.
Oh, I'm good with that. Just
you want
just
some
wait,
beans?
please.
Oh, the beans, beanie. Here you go.
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Baby.
Are Beanie Babies actually worth anything now?
Beanie Babies?
Yeah.
It's collector's items, maybe.
Right, but like there was that whole thing where like they're collecting them so they could sell them later, and they wanted to keep them in pristine condition and stuff like that.
Stupid.
Are they actually worth anything now, or are they just over and done with?
Not to me.
And only millennials still want one.
Probably. It's stupid.
You ever see a Furby made out of baked beans?
No.
You want to see a Furby made out of baked beans?
No, I do not want to see a Furby out of baked beans. That's disgusting.
You want to see a man in a tub eating some SpaghettiOs?
No, I don't want to see a man sticking his foot in spaghetti crocks either. Did you do that to me? The internet already scarred me in 2018.
Do you ever see a little video called Racist Mario?
You ever see? I have actually. You ever seen a little
when
website called? Yes, I've seen Racist Mario. Yes, I've seen him stick the banana up Donkey Kong. That was graphic.
Just a little bit of blood on the end of that banana.
It's gross, man. I know what they were doing.
Oh, they were.
Oh,
It's still. What's going on over there, little boy? Little buddy? Old buddy, old pal?
I got some apothecary bottles, did I tell you?
Mm.
They so my mom got a book called Home Apothecary, and it's all like salves, tinctures, potions, that kind of thing. Like I say potions in the actual meaning of the word.
Right.
Which is a medicinal elixir.
Right.
Barbell. Nope. Bulgarians. Shit. So basically, it has like 250 recipes, bunch of stuff that you can make at home. And I was like, this is cool. I've always wanted an apothecary wall. I want a wall with all the little bottles and the tinctures and the salves and the tea boxes and stuff. So I was like, well, we got to start somewhere. So I got a 24-pack of the like amber bottles that are like that tall, that big, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start making little tinctures and stuff.
Cool.
And I'm going to start drinking them. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
You just start drinking them.
Yeah, I mean, I will.
Right.
Yeah, 30.
Oh.
Ow. Sorry, bud.
So
I'm excited for that.
So, some dude's gonna be real happy with his wife one day. That's all I'm saying. I'll happen to marry you.
What, for my tinctures?
For your tinctures and your love letter writing and your
I do love to write letters.
romantic midnight strolls or whatever.
Yeah. But the thing is, I'm not faking that.
You're embracing your feminine side. I get it. No, it's okay.
I'm embracing just me.
Put your foot farther forwards. Your knee's coming over your toe. There you go. And sit that back knee down instead of... Yeah, there you go. Stay upright. We'll say, dude, though, your leg muscles are moving in good-looking ways.
See, I appreciate
No homo.
that. No. None taken, bud. I know how you meant that. And it was in the most manly way possible.
Absolutely. Right after calling you a female.
The truth is, I do like those things. And I do it for me. Most of the time. I will not lie. I
cannot tell a lie.
I have embellished a little bit occasionally for others, usually females. So,
because it would be a gay relationship if you embellished for a guy.
For dudes, yeah. But I like doing all those things. And I like the image it has.
Valid.
So, I'm not apologetic about it. I like what I do.
I can almost touch rim on a basketball.
Yeah.
But not quite. Which is, I think, respectable at a minimum for a 5'9" white boy.
Yeah.
Definitely could be higher if I trained my vertical.
I agree with you. I can almost touch the ridge pull here.
You know what that is numerically?
What?
Do you?
No clue.
Well, measure it.
Time to find out what. This 12-footer?
12, yeah.
You might be thinking this is inaccurate. I have
Probably
actually
close enough.
I have really good muscle memory. If I keep my shoulder in the same place, right there.
Well, what's the consensus?
About 10 feet.
About 10 feet, yeah.
I am 6 of those 10. My arm
10 feet is higher up than you'd think.
My arm is probably 8-ish,
Well,
7.5. Come on.
Let's give it a sec. So you're just under 6'1" in this tape measure right now.
Okay.
Like 6 3/4.
There was a dip in the boards. Let me step here.
Yeah, and it's the end of the day.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
And I'm just not exact, but put your arm up and let's see what that is.
What are we looking at? About 82.
That's
81.
7'7".
7'7". Okay. So, reasonably, it'd be about
Would be
5 inches.
2 feet 5 inches.
2.5 to hit that. So reasonably, I can get close. Let me see. If I just without a step, just a loaded jump, like here. I'm like that far from it. So
yeah. So you got a good like 2'4", 2'3", 2'4" vertical.
2'2". I gotta get that up, dude.
It had to have been up when you were like playing soccer.
Yeah, it was. I think I had a 20. 25, 24, 25.
Well, that's just 2 foot.
Yeah. But that was one of my better jumping abilities. I used to be able to get up there. No, if you time it right, I could beat most people in the air. If I timed it right.
Like vertically?
Yeah.
Well, you also got a head start of about 4 inches on most people.
And also I could get a step.
Yeah.
The step actually adds a lot of height. So if I I go... See, I touched it.
Yeah.
A little bit of momentum.
Yeah, I can't hit as high. Obviously, I can't.
Just because you're shorter.
Just straight up.
But I think you got more bounce than me.
With a run up, I'm like 2 inches off rim. So I can hit a good 9 foot, 9-ish area.
Okay.
With a run up.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't horrible.
No.
Wasn't great.
No, it wasn't.
But it wasn't horrible.
But keep in mind, I mean, I'm 3 inches shorter than you. So that was, I think we jump about the same height off the ground.
Probably.
Around the same, within a couple inches. Which means I jump higher percentage.
That is true. Yep.
By
You have a better
barely.
vertical, I'll bet you. Like,
that's not my naturally like height of vertical. If I trained vertical, I could gain a good
I'm sure.
several inches.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. Yes, they call me the breeze.
Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What comes next? 6. I did 3 before I started counting. 1. Ow!
Correct.
2, 3, 4.
You can
5,
count just like Elmo.
6, 7, 8, 9. Elmo wants to know why he isn't done yet.
Now, son, did Elmo touch you today?
Not today.
Elmo, you're being put into solitary confinement. Son, if it were up to me, I'd be bearing you under the jail.
Elmo wants to die.
Here, shut the hell up, Elmo. Heard just about enough of you in this courtroom. Order in the court. Order in the court. I'm gonna put out civic orders to Mr. Mouse to execute you on sight.
Elmo's not Mickey Mouse.
You red fuzzy Disney loving son of a gun. Shh.
No, I actually, Disney doesn't own.
Mickey's coming for you, boy. I know it's Sesame Street. I'm just messing
Yeah,
with
well,
you.
Disney doesn't own Sesame Street, do they?
Is that ABC?
Used to be, anyway.
It's NBC. It's Universal, which means it's Warner Brothers. If it is.
Well, then why weren't they in Space Jam?
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Space Jam was only good when Michael Jordan was in it.
I have seen neither of them.
Me either. I just don't
However,
like LeBron James.
I would. That
On
would be
principle.
the consensus that I would have. Having seen neither, in which case I have a very expert opinion, and the answer is not LeBron. LeBron James. Does Disney
None of a cracker.
own Sesame Street?
Guess to me.
Disney owns the Muppets, but no, apparently not.
Dumb.
Well, Disney owns the Muppets, but they don't. They bought the Muppets, but they did not buy the Sesame Street characters, which are owned by Sesame Workshop. So, death, life,
Yep.
Elmo.
Taxes. Don't forget. 3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, and whatever you want to put in there. It's that format, you know.
Death, taxes, and Elmo.
Do you like Elmo?
No,
Yeah, he's creepy.
it was only creepy because the internet got a hold of him.
Look, anything can be creepy. If any kid's toy can be creepy, if the internet gets a hold of it, prove me wrong. You can't.
I can't.
You can't.
Rule 35 might be
34, bud.
no 35.
What's 35?
Might be that if a child's character becomes part of the internet culture, they will be twisted.
Facts. Meat Canyon, my guy.
Meat Canyon is doing,
Good things.
yeah.
He's bringing to light the true characters of some individuals.
I mean, Taylor Swift's mating call was like
Accurate.
on point, dude.
On point. All the Swifties coming out of the woodwork. They're crawling up. Here, check this out.
Hilarious.
Oh, so accurate, though.
And the McRib.
Did you see the pumpkin spice?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude. Pumpkin spice. All right. Hang on. I have something in my notes, so I was going to share with you. I have some soccer concepts. You want to read them?
Sure.
There's 10 of them.
Soccer concepts.
8. 4 defensive, 4 offensive. There's a list. I wrote these to try to simplify the principles of the game. Because
Defense.
there's no like set, if this happens, you do this. It's like there are principles and you apply those to all situations. Make a good decision.
And I think it needs to be said that this neither offense or defensively and offensively applied to all positions.
To all positions. This is basically if you have the ball or if you don't have the ball.
Right.
That is what I'm getting to.
So it's defensively, be between the ball and the goal, cut off passing lanes, get compact, force them to play backwards, and then offensively, move into space, create passing lanes, score goals, don't take your allies' space.
That's more of like I would say beginner concept, because it's like you want to move into space, but if you and your ally move into the same space, you just destroyed it for yourself.
Well, all you did was you took somebody out of play.
Right.
You're now playing man down because
right.
2 people can't inhabit one space.
We see that all the time in like little kid matches where people take each other's space all the time because everybody goes after the ball. It's like, no. One of you goes and 2 of you assist him, and
it's Finding Nemo and all the seagulls.
Mine. Exactly. Little mob swarm.
Don't play seagull ball.
Don't play seagull ball.
Do not play seagull ball. Seagulls, stop it now.
Justice for the seagulls.
Hey.
No. They were poor seagulls, man. I feel bad for them.
Seagulls, stop it now.
Wait, what is that?
It's just on the tip of your memory. You got this. Let me give you a hint.
Okay.
My stick is better than bacon.
I watched that once. My stick is better than bacon.
You can't touch my stick.
Bad lip reading is always a classic.
Oh, 100%. They got some banger songs. Like,
have you seen their NFL lip reading moments?
Yeah,
those are great.
But like I like the 3 Star Wars songs. The Seagull, Stop It Now, My Stick, and then Bushes of Love is unironically a good song.
Bushes of Love.
Play it for the people.
All right, is my speaker on? You hit the on button. Give it a click. It's gonna go. Doodly. Okay. What is it called again?
Bushes of Love.
Oh no.
It's unironically a good song.
"49 times we thought that we, your old man and me, had a chicken head with duck feet, with a woman's face too. Oh, that's rad. And it was waiting in the bushes for us. Then it ripped off your dad's face. He was screaming something awful. In fact, there was this huge mess and had to change the floors." The floors? You see, his blood had drained into the boards and I had to change them. But we all got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us. Every day I worry all day. I was waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love.
Every day I worry all day. If I was waiting in the bushes of love.
Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love. Yo,
Never knew my daddy didn't care about me. Moisturizing all my metro binoculars see.
Moisture farming all my life and not a drop
Drop spilled.
spilled.
My aunt and uncle double sons, I'm sick of blue milk. My aunt and uncle double sons, I'm sick of blue milk. And the desert hobo came and told me.
Got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us.
And every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Someone's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love.
Hold me when I open like a flower.
Okay.
Like, unironically, it's a good song.
I thought it was just like, yeah, it was like the trope of, wait for your somebody, find your true love. But no, this is just Star Wars.
Well, yeah, it is.
Maybe it's a
Star
bit
Wars
of both.
bad repeating.
Bit of
Well,
both.
it's less. You'll find someone, and more that someone will find you.
When you're waiting in the bushes.
Well, they're waiting in the bushes for you.
Oh, so you got to go look in the bushes.
You gotta stay away from the bushes. The bushes are dangerous
Oh,
because something's waiting in those bushes.
Oh, I got that's so it's a scary bush.
It's a scary bush.
I wouldn't want to go to the bushes of love. Maybe I would, maybe I unironically find a good love bush.
You know, there's got to be good love bushes.
What if I find a good empty love bush and then somebody is like stumbles upon it?
And you're the one waiting in the bushes for them.
Yeah. What if you're not a bad guy, but it's just a perpetuated stereotype by a couple of bad bushes?
That's true.
And most bushes are just fine.
Well,
like kinda like-
philosophy with the boys.
I was thinking it's like the hood, you know what I'm saying?
Explain.
So, tell me if I'm wrong, but in the black neighborhoods, no reaction. Okay, in the black neighborhoods, drug dealing, Diddy like job and work hard. But they're not all like that. It's just, I would say probably about 15% of the 12%, that are
16.
hang on, 12% of the 50%. What percent? 12% of the population.
16.
16% of the population. So 12% of the 16%, which is still a majority, but it's not that much, that commit half the crimes. The other 4%. Hang on. Let me finish this.
Well,
So
then
the other
but that's not 12 of the 16. That's 12% of the population, and it happens to fall under the 16%.
Right. So that other percent that's just fine living their everyday life, actually working and committing to society, they're the ones who are creating the bad name for the ones who are selling the dime for the rest of the hard working class America who might just happen to be black, but most of them are probably white, just living in the projects because they're too poor to get out. White. What was that? Whites aren't the problem. What I'm trying to say is that for bacon. See, the 12% was actually the griddle, right? The griddle is where we put the bacon. The bacon's the 4% that are getting grilled by the 12%.
And they're in the hot seat.
That are making the hot seat.
Right, yeah.
Why is the 5-0? They wouldn't be there if the 12% didn't bring them there.
Yeah, no. I see where you're coming from.
So we can't fry bacon without a griddle, but if there was no griddle, the bacon wouldn't have to be fried.
Well, the bacon would still have to be fried. There'd either be less bacon in the world, or there would be.
It's like turkey bacon get mixed in with pork bacon. Most people are just going for pork, but they get some turkey on accident. They're mad about it, but what are they going to do? They already fried it. So they just populate the prisons with bacon. And
There's a lot of pork, a little bit of turkey.
a lot of pork, a little bit of turkey. The turkey doesn't belong there, man.
The turkey
Doesn't
was just
belong.
trying to do its job.
It was just working every day. Maybe you bought a little on the side to help with stress. No big deal. Bacon can buy some weed. That's okay.
So it's
Some
legal.
Fent?
It's legal most places now.
Talking about Fent, dude.
Yeah.
I'm saying. No, I'm saying. Scale of 1 to 10. How racist?
I have to say,
At least a 6, right?
6. Give yourself some credit.
What would you call it?
I would say
I was going for like an 8.
I'm laughing so hard.
That was like an 8.
I'm
You don't want me to take it to 11. I would go to 11.
I'm laughing so hard I can't breathe.
Would you call that? A 9?
I would say I can't breathe.
You'd say maybe you. Would you call it the butt end of the joke? Like, butt end of the club, butt end of the joke.
At this point, I'd give you a penny for your thoughts.
Would you give me a penny for my kneecap on your neck? Would you?
If Spotify cared about our podcast, we'd be so canceled by
demonetized.
now.
Just bleep when I say the N-word. Oh, I didn't actually say that. I was just kidding, man. Give me your best Asian. Come on,
Nope,
let's bring
I'm
us
good.
around.
I'm good.
You don't give me your best Asian?
I'm good. I've been racist before.
I'll
on
kick
this
you in the
podcast.
long round quarter pot. Right down the crack. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
I'm struggling to find a tangent to back to a good topic.
No tangent for you. Only Vietnam.
Well,
This Korea. Oh, Bobby. Default's just Bobby Lee. Oh, Bobby.
look, Bobby, I'm American. I think I'll put on my credit card. Do
you have anything whole milk or
dairy? Anything gluten free?
anything gluten free? Do you want to use your credit card?
I'll think I'll put it on my credit card.
I got you.
I think I don't know where else we can.
Sorry, hang on. I hate this chick, and I have to go through her story, so I never have to see her again.
I don't know where else we can go tonight. So I think that's a wrap. Simeon, why don't you hit us with the outro?
This a rap. I'm black from the hood. No cap. This the outro, not whack. Stay seated. Clap back. Clap that ass back. Dab.